The immediate reason is pressure from the Democratic Unionist Party. The threat is that they would collapse, agreement of power sharing with Sinn Féin. Ironically, this is actually coming after a Northern Irish election where Sinn Féin has performed well and the Democratic Unionist Party has performed badly. Nevertheless, the argument is very much that they want to keep the DUP on board in carrying forward the power sharing linked to the Good Friday Agreement, and it therefore is the stubbornness of the DUP which is underlying this. Well, I think the UK would like to have more in the way of trusted trader schemes. They would like a softer border, but the question is how far can you actually push the Southern Irish and the EU before they decide, well, a hard border has to come down between Southern Ireland and Northern Ireland, which would do a lot of damage to Northern Ireland. And frankly, it goes against what the Northern Irish people have actually voted for. If that comes to a real dispute, the EU would threaten to collapse the whole peace agreement with the UK. But they could do more than that. It might lead to sanctions against the UK. So, in other words, not just that we pay the EU's normal tariffs, they might go for punitive measures against it. The UK would say what they're doing is legal. I can't see that it is. I can't see that they're in a strong enough position to argue this. Well, they're trying, I suppose, to open up the logjam and by threatening to do things unilaterally. So they're obviously making an assumption that the EU is sitting on its laurels and doing nothing. So it may be that a little prod will actually get the EU to agree to some of the fixes, but I don't think all of the things that they're asking for are possible. The UK is going to have to either back down on this or constructively offer something else. And the obvious place where they can offer something else is on trade in foodstuffs and plants and animals. It's the sanitary and phytosanitary standards. The UK is trying to go it alone away from the EU's integrated regime, but this is not working on the British European border either. There are two ways in which a Good Friday Agreement could be seen as collapsing. One is that the Unionists, the Democratic Unionists, completely pull out. The second one is that the Republican side completely pulls out. And it is a balancing act. At the moment, the government is leaning partly because of political pressures within the Conservative Party towards appeasing the DUP. It's hard to know, to what extent the DUP is actually engaged in a bluff. The DUP is actually threatened by forces to its right, the traditional unionist voice. On the other hand, they are relatively small. It is a tricky situation. All this has been made considerably worse, by following the hard border in a sense between the UK and the EU. The softer the border between the UK and the EU, the less the pressure on Northern Ireland and the Good Friday Agreement.